All right, I got these two overdrive pedals to tell you about a little something. So, trying to import products into the Brazilian market was very expensive and costly. So, what wound up happening is Boss sold some of their designs to a Brazilian company called ONERR, I don't know how you say it, and they remade some of their pedals. Now, this is obviously not this same pedal. This may be an OD1. I don't know exactly what this is a clone of. And I'm not sure if all of their pedals are Boss clones, but yes, Boss actually gave their permission to direct copy it, and that they paid for that privilege. But yeah, I want to show you some of the differences. Now, this one is very heavy compared to Boss. Now, I'm like, this feels like a brick. When you hold this, this is soft. This is probably the heaviest pedal I've ever felt in this size. It is so weighty. Look at this. Made in Brazil as well, like I said. And now this Boss. Now this is a modern Boss pedal, but even compared to the older Boss pedals, this weighs so much more. This feels like it weighs 3 times as much as this. The metal's much thicker on this. And it still has that easy access screw to get into the battery compartment. But they're a little bit different, which I wanted to show you guys. You see, this is your traditional Boss, and it looks like the same as it always looks, basically. Well, at least with their newer ones. Battery goes there, a little springy here. Sometimes the spring can go off balance, and you got to make sure you bend it the right way, or it can fall out pretty easily sometimes. There's your little switch right there. Clickety, clickety. Push this down, and then you screw it pretty easily, right? You get the idea of that. But now let's go to the ONERR. The ONERR has a much smaller screw. It's like half the size of the Boss. It's pretty weird. It's not hard to unscrew though. But when you look inside, battery goes in like this. See if we can get this better. Buttons like in the same spot, but the spring is a very interesting design. The way they did this spring is a way that it's not going to become loose and accidentally fall out when you open this. It's a very clever bent design, and I think that's really cool. It's funny how a company making clones of Boss pedals actually improved on the design of the pedal itself. And we got our serial number in here too, which is cool. Now, if this serial number is right, this would be over 200,000 of these were built. Now, not all companies start at 0. Some companies have a number or 2 numbers at the front that are like date codes, like for the year or the month or even for the model number. But who knows, maybe that many were actually made. I do not know. But yeah, pretty high serial number on this guy. Alright, let's close this back. But when you look at this guy, it looks like you think this is going to be the battery compartment, but it's not. Compared to a Boss pedal, your actual